on Channel 11. My name is Donna Marara.
And my name is Amanda Mavuri, and these are the headlines. This week at USIU Africa is back. The rising rate of insecurity at USIU Africa. Mental health support on USIU campus. The alarming surge of mental health issues at USIU. The low turnout of students at the USIU Africa General Assembly. Then Paul's Cafe in the face of Kenya's economic turmoil. And lastly, Jabari, a coming of age story.
Clubs Week at USIU Africa is in full swing, infusing the campus with a vibrant burst of energy and showcasing the incredible talent of its students. From captivating performances to engaging debates, this week-long celebration is turning the campus into a buzzing hub of activity and inspiration.
Join us as we dive into the captivating world of USIU Clubs Week, where students get to unleash their talents and forge connections that will shape their collegiate journey.
Today, United States International University comes alive as the beats of excitement echo through the halls of the university. We welcome you to the exciting world of the exclusive club event where students embrace the day, ignite their passions, and unleash their true spirits. Join us as we dive into an unforgettable day filled with pulsating music, mesmerizing performances, and an atmosphere that will leave you breathless. Get ready to witness the ultimate fusion of talent, energy that will redefine your college experience, bringing the club culture to new heights.
What the clubs have done for the USIU community, especially Speak on the Radio Club, and which has most of the people from the journalism club, has actually allowed people to express themselves, because I've seen people who have come into radio and they don't even know anything, like they want to know how to speak, how to engage, and by the time, let's say 2-3 weeks, it has ended, you see them shadowing a show. So I think the clubs have given a sort of confidence and just a way people can express themselves.
Hoping that every USIU student can be a part of the club, because clubs help you, getting out of class, have free time to interact with other students, do what you like, do what you love. It's a fun opportunity. So what I hope is guys to get out of class and be more active in school.
It's good to see that people are actually very interested in knowing what clubs are there and actually doing something extra than just classes when they come to USIU.
The most challenging aspect in terms of preparing for Clubs Week was, are people going to turn up? You might set up tents and no one is coming, you're just alone. But I feel like this year the response has been quite well. And by the way, big shout out to the dance club, because of this music and the dancing, people are more involved than what. Yeah.
Thank you for staying tuned in to watch this unforgettable club event where USIU celebrates the spirit of the university and the power of togetherness. Until next time, keep the memories alive and let the energy they shared tonight inspire your future endeavors.
Am I really safe? This is a question that most USIU students are asking themselves after witnessing a rise in the number of robberies and violent incidents in the Rosambu area.
The growing concern surrounding the safety and security of students at USIU Africa has raised questions about the campus's ability to protect its own and ensure the well-being of the student body.
Channel 11's Adanamdi spoke with students and security experts to uncover the state of security around USIU and the efforts being made to restore peace of mind to its community.
For the past 2 semesters, USIU students have been facing high rates of robbery within the area. Students are being robbed at gunpoint. Some students are being brutally attacked, while others being stabbed or even pistol whipped. And as students of USIU, we are asking, are we safe? And what is the school doing against all these crimes within the area? Should we blame it on the poor roads, the poor lighting, the constant drinking and clubs and drug dealers within the area? Who is to blame, and how are we as USIU students feeling about the high crime rates within the area? USIU, and he's going to talk about the recent insecurity issues within the area. So, Kosh, how does that make you feel to know the area you're living in is not safe for you as a student?
I'm a bit lucky because I stay on campus.
Yeah.
However, whenever I leave school to go grab food just around, I actually feel quite unsafe because of the insecurity that's been going around. There's a lack of street lights. The roads a bit muddy and murky as well. So that makes me kind of scared as well when I get to walk out.
And what have you had, like the stories about the robberies and insecurity? What have you had?
There's a story that I heard about a month ago that happened just close to Kwetu, where a couple of students got robbed at gunpoint. Not too sure where they were coming from, but I guess they were heading back into their building. And that happened, so sorry to them. And that's really, really, really sad.
Do you think the school has taken any initiative about this insecurity thing to make you feel safe so that when you step out of that gate, you can walk freely as a student of USIU?
I know about a couple of semesters ago, maybe one or two, our new Vice Chancellor, Professor Margie Ensign, brought in a security expert to try and maybe assess the insecurity that's happening and increase maybe security on campus as well as maybe around campus. I'm not exactly too sure what's going on with that. However, I know that security on campus at night is extremely responsive, particularly to USIU students whenever they need help and stuff like that. But I do think, however, there may need to be a bit more of a push, maybe from like the county government or the school to push for more lights to be around. That just adds.
I'm here with John Onono, a USIU student. So, John, how do you feel about the recent theft cases and insecurity cases within the school? How does it affect you as a student?
I mean, shocking.
Yeah.
Number one. Two, security-wise, I'd feel threatened because, well, we are supposed to be having a conducive environment. As in, should be a free country. Should be should be able to walk in the streets without either fearing for your life or maybe that someone will come and forcefully take something from you. So it's actually very, very terrifying. Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel it affects you as a student coming to school?
Yes, it does. Because number one, it's that's mental. I don't know anything about psychology, but I think it interferes with how you feel about yourself. Because you cannot always walk around just fearing for your life all the time. It seems like you're a refugee in your own country. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Reporting for Channel 11 News, I am Ada Namdi.
Now let's turn our attention to the pressing concern from the USIU, or rather United States International University campus, a disappointingly low turnout at the General Assembly.
Organized by the Student Council to address student welfare and school policies, the General Assembly is student-centric. However, students just don't care. The underwhelming participation raises questions about student engagement and representation within the student body.
Marilyn Murimi explores the reasons behind this concerning trend, seeking insights from students and council members alike.
It was decided a week earlier that the USIU General Annual Assembly will be postponed due to the meeting not reaching the minimum quorum of 200 people. After a week, the number of students improved and the General Assembly was held at the auditorium on the 16th of June. According to the social welfare representative Kisuma Leiza of the Student Council, said, and I quote, "The General Assembly turnout has been an issue in the past few years. Only last year the AGM met the quorum. We have postponed all but one in the past 2 years as a member of the Student Council, and even previously it has been a big challenge." End of quote. The Student Council follows a procedure to organize the assembly where there is a selection of dates within the timeline provided by the Student Council Constitution. Let us hear what some of the students have to say about attending the General Assembly. Did you attend the General Assembly?
Yes, I did.
Which week? Last week or this week?
I attended. I missed the last week one because I was late, but I attended this week, the one that was on Wednesday.
Okay.
The first one I was late. The second one I did attend.
Yes, but I didn't go.
Why didn't you go?
I don't know. I feel like there's nothing in particular that I missed out
Mm-hmm.
because I oftenly get most of the news from the people who are in charge. So I didn't see any need going. Plus, I had class. So yeah.
Okay. How did you find out about it?
I found out about it from the USIU platform,
Mm-hmm.
and also on people posting it on their WhatsApp status and all of that. That's how I found out.
Through posts from other people.
Okay. Was it insightful?
Yeah, somewhat.
Was it insightful?
Yeah, it was really insightful to know what the previous student council had done, if they fulfill all the promises that promised the students, and also to know what is going to happen with the incoming elections, how are they going to be run, when are the nomination papers being submitted, the procedure, and all of that. It was
Learning the various systems, elections,
Mm-hmm.
and seeing where they actually did work.
So, what would they do to change your decision next time?
I feel like it should be out there
Mm-hmm.
because people just say, yes, there's an annual general meeting. And this was the second one because the first one people didn't turn up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to have a minimum of 200 people for it to go on. So last time people didn't come, so they had to postpone it. You see, people should put more emphasis on it so that people take it seriously.
This is me, Marilyn Murimi from the auditorium USIU.
With the current trends in society, mental health and preservation are becoming increasingly important. Siham Mahat with a special report on mental health after the commercial break.
Remember to keep up with our social media platforms at USIU_, at USIU_ on both Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
When you cook a meal for your loved ones, you want everything to be perfect.
Do you like the setup?
You want to use the perfect ingredients with the perfect cutlery to feed the perfect people.
Babe, would you please pass me the salt?
But without the perfect amount of salt, your meal is just, well, meh. But picking the right salt is easier said than done.
Yeah.
Save your loved ones the pain of eating bland food by using fine salt. Its fine particles make cooking a pleasure. Say goodbye to black eyes and broken relationships with the new and improved fine salt. With just a sprinkle, fine salt will breathe life right back into your food. It might even win you a kiss from your girlfriend. Fine salt. Just a little shake is enough.
Welcome back to Channel 11, Evening Edition. We want to take a moment to thank you all for staying tuned during the commercial break. Your loyalty and commitment to staying informed means a great deal to us. On to the next story.
In a deeply concerning development, the United States International University finds itself grappling with an alarming surge in mental health issues and suicides within its student population. Tonight, we shine a spotlight on this distressing trend, shedding light on the emotional struggles faced by students and the impact it has on their well-being.
Here is Siham Mahat with a special report on the rising tide of mental health issues and suicides at USIU, right here on Channel 11.
Last year, within the span of just 8 weeks, this campus lost 5 bright souls to suicide. A devastating impact reverberated throughout the university, leaving students, faculty, and staff grappling with grief and unanswered questions. In a world filled with academic pressures, the mental well-being of college students often takes a back seat. But at USIU, a string of tragedies last year has shaken the community and brought the urgent need for mental health support into the spotlight. But amidst the darkness, there is a glimmer of hope. Meet the Peer Counseling Club, a student-run organization that has emerged as a beacon of support for those struggling with mental health.
I personally lost a very close friend last semester, and I really feel that it could have been preventable. I just wish the school would give more resources towards combating this current epidemic. Because although there are counseling centers, it's just that it takes a lot of time to get an appointment, and a lot of people just don't know about them. And I feel like if the school took more effort to make them more accessible, I think it would help quite a bit more.
That club comes in to do just that, supporting the overburdened counseling department by offering peer-to-peer counseling services and support groups for students struggling with their mental health. PEC understands the importance of proactive measures. They organize various activities to help students unwind, de-stress, and cultivate healthy coping mechanisms. As the USIU community rallies together to address the mental health concerns, organizations like PEC remind us that breaking the silence is the first step towards healing. By supporting one another, raising awareness, and advocating for change, this university aims to ensure that no student feels alone in their struggle. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health, reach out to the Peer Counseling Club or utilize the resources available on campus. Remember, together we can break the silence and build a brighter future for all. This was a special report by Siham Mahat for Channel 11 News.
On to business news tonight. In the midst of Kenya's economic turmoil, we turn our attention to Paul's Cafe, a beloved local eatery that has become a pillar of the USIU community. Tonight, we gauge the impact of Kenya's economic challenges on this cherished dining spot. Will Paul's Cafe weather the storm, or will it beat an uphill battle in the face of adversity?
Stay tuned as Catherine Casella brings you in the inside scoop of Paul's Cafe amidst the economic turbulence.
Paul Cafe is one of the food outlets that operates here at United States International University Africa and also among the largest. Students flock here every time and any time of the day to have their meals.
Paul Cafe is a hospitality vendor which was based at Gigiri, but now we are at the airport. USIU is one of our branches, and the other branches at SGR. Currently, we are serving approximately 594 students a day. They take a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So total expenditure of a student, that will be 675 shillings. This shorter period that we've been here, actually we've seen changes here and there, but in the hospitality industry, we chose to make sure the students are comfortable and deliver to them. You can see the community growth has gone high, but at the moment we've just retained them, knowing that the mission and the vision that we had is to make the life of the students be comfortable here.
Paul Cafe has managed to retain its customers because of their great service, taste and tasty meals prepared by their chefs. Catherine Casella reporting for Channel 11.
Let's shift our attention to the sports news. USIU Africa Film Club is set to release its fourth feature film this fall, titled Jabari. The film aims to showcase the story of Jabari, a university student whose goal is to complete his father's dream and become a professional rugby player. The film will follow Jabari on his journey as he overcomes the trials towards becoming a rugby player at the national level.
The production team behind Jabari aims to tell a story of strength, of becoming your own hero through the world of rugby. Samuel Njuki reports.
USIU Africa is renowned for many things, high among which is its film course of study. Having released 2 feature films in the past with productions such as House of Mirrors and Unbalanced, the institution's film club is set to reveal their biggest production yet this fall. Titled Jabari, the film aims to showcase the story of a university student whose goal is to complete his father's dream and become a professional rugby player. It follows Jabari towards achieving his lifelong passion while he overcomes the trials towards becoming a rugby player at the national level. Being the university's 3rd feature film and the largest one in terms of production, the team behind Jabari aims to tell a story of strength, masculinity, and becoming your own hero through the world of rugby, according to assistant producer Siham Mahat.
As a film, this is the biggest film USIU has ever produced in terms of scope, in terms of the length of the production, the size of the crew, and the heights that we wish to take it to. So it's a completely, authentically Kenyan story told in Swahili. The crew and cast are made of entirely USIU members, and this was done intentionally to show what we can do as USIU. And we hope by this it sets a standard for productions that happen after, that people understand how far they can push it.
Being a rugby film offers the distinct path for telling this story of grief and growth, and members of the production like Siham are dead set at making the film impactful not only as a feature, but as a sports movie too.
As for rugby, rugby is one of the few sports in Kenya that is acknowledged, and we hope to push that dream to people at a varsity level rather than just the professional Kenyan sevens. And we've had quite a history with rugby, and USIU. Our alumni is the captain of the Kenya Sevens, and we want to inspire young players that it's possible and it can take you far, because our main character, just like our main character Jabari, who hopes to become a professional rugby player starting at a varsity level, I think it would inspire a lot of people. I mean, it's inspired the crew even.
Jabari is set to release this September in select cinemas and streaming platforms for in-demand viewing. This is Samuel Njuki reporting for Channel 11 Evening News.
Thank you so much for watching the Evening Bulletin on Channel 11. We have been your anchors, Amanda Maveri
and Donna Murara, and catch us same place, same time tomorrow. Good night.